It's July 20th, 2017, and we are in Lone Pine, California at the Eastern Sierra Ranger Station. And this is the start of our Mount Whitney adventure. So starting tomorrow, we're going to be hiking up into those mountains. Up there to the top of Mount Whitney, which is over 14,500 feet. It's going to be great. We're going to be camping halfway up the mountain at trail camp, then summiting the next day, and then back down to trail camp before hiking out. There's 8 of us on the trail. It's going to be one epic adventure. There's going to be lots of snow up there, lots of steepness. It's going to be a very taxing experience, but it's going to be awesome. Can't wait. We'll see you on the mountain. All right, still July 20th. We're just leaving Lone Pine onto Whitney Portal Road, and we have come across this area they call the Alabama Hills. Some crazy rock formations out here. I guess it goes on quite a ways. There's some arches like you would find in Utah. We're not going to spend too much time here exploring today, but I just figured this was good for a good pan around. Just crazy rock formations up here. Pretty interesting. Okay, well, it's still July 20th. We are on our way up to Horseshoe Meadows to spend the night tonight. We want to try to sleep at about 10,000 feet, maybe get a little more acclimated and kind of see a pretty part of the Eastern Sierras. So we're about midway up the drive, and you can see we got Lone Pine way down there. That's the green spot. And we've taken this road with all the switchbacks up here. Eventually we'll be up on top of the mountain where we'll be at above 10,000 feet. So it's quite a drive. It's cool that we get to drive and not have to hike up. And hopefully we sleep good tonight. Get some star photos, and it'll be, yeah, really nice, really rewarding. All right, bye. What's that you got there, dear?
Got myself a Subway sandwich. The last real meal that's not going to come out of a bag for the next 3 days.
What kind of sandwich you get?
Chicken onion teriyaki. Shocking, I know. Yeah, we're here at Horseshoe Meadows campground now. Getting ready to, eat some dinner. Then put all our stuff in the bear box so we don't get attacked tonight, and have a good night's sleep at 10,000 feet so that we don't feel so gross when we get to Mount Whitney.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right, so Callie and I are just kind of walking around up by our campsite here. About 10,000 feet, just trying to get acclimated. How do you feel, dear?
Any little incline, a little bit of heart racing, but no headache. Feeling pretty good.
Yeah, you said your heart was pounding out of your chest 10 seconds ago. Oh, it's gonna be fun.
All right, we made it to Horseshoe Meadows. Big old meadow up here in the middle of the high Sierras. Doesn't feel like a meadow though, it feels kind of like a high desert. It's probably about 90 degrees up here right now. It's about 5:30 at night. Just hiked down so that we could get a view of this, so take a look.
Pretty good sized meadow. Alright, good morning. It's July 21st, 2017, about 8 o'clock in the morning, and we are at the trailhead for Mount Whitney. It's going to be a good hike, going to be a good trip. We're still waiting on the rest of the group to come up. There's going to be 8 of us total, so once they get here, we'll rustle up our packs and get on the trail. Be good. Alright, we are about to embark on an epic adventure. Our task ahead of us is Mount Whitney, highest peak in the lower 48 of the United States. At 14,500 feet, it's a treacherous journey. There will be rocks, there will be water, there will be more rocks, and then less water as we work our way to the top, battling gravity the entire way. We're at the base of the trail. 8 of us will start. Not all of us will make it. Stay tuned.
Alright, here we are. We're at mile 2. Just working our way up. We've had 1 river crossing so far. It's been pretty sweet. Got our heart pumping a couple times, but take a look at this valley.
Right on. So down there a ways you can kind of see our trail where the road kind of meets in. So we're about 2 miles up from there, Lone Pine out in the distance. And we're just kind of working our way, zigzagging up this valley. All right, about 2.5 miles up. Coming to a nice little switchback.
There's our friends.
A couple little friends taking good care of us. Bambi and Bambi 2.
Hey, little buddies.
Where's my deer at?
That one looks a little. There's your deer.
Oh, hi deer.
Oh, hi.
Got a really cool stream crossing here. You can see the stream's about 100 feet wide. But they've built these giant log walkways for us. Make it real nice to cross over. This whole trail has been just really well maintained. Yeah, probably one of the best I've seen around here. Very good. Makes the hike easy so you can enjoy the views. Doing good, dear.
Thank you.
All right, we're entering the Whitney zone. About halfway up. Here we go. Right on.
Filming?
Yep. See our first bit of snow here. Yep. Right on. All right, we're about 4 miles in, and we just came to this epic valley. Almost around the corner enough to get our view of Mount Whitney up top, but man, I've never seen anything so beautiful. We got this big sheer wall coming up out of our right. Another one up off to the left. We're just making our way up the valley. Got a long set of kind of marshy streams here, so I got my shoes off. Just kind of walk on the sandy bottom there until we get up out of this marsh. Then I'll put my shoes on and head back up onto the trail. Right on. All right, we're stopped here now at Outpost Camp. We just broke to have some lunch. Everybody fed up good. We refilled our waters. We're just kind of hanging out, packing things up, and getting ready to jump back on the trail. We got about 2 miles left to trail camp. So we're gonna be heading up this big setup up here. So everybody's packing up. You can see there's some really good camp spots here. And a nice waterfall in the background to lull you to sleep. A little bit of white noise at night. Very cool. All right, hiking our way up. Still about 1.5 miles from trail camp. Found another friend on the trail. You can see her up here, chowing down on a shrub. Hey girlie, how you doing? Cool. Keep on trucking. All right, still cruising up the trail. Got a cool little waterfall stair step to go. Working our way up to trail camp. Way up there in that ridge. Woo! All right, Tanner's crushing the waterfall. One stair step at a time. Callie's up there waiting. Awesome. Pan around here. See Babs cruising. Right on. All right, we've almost made it to Trail Crest. We hit our first big patch of snow now, so I'm hiking up the snow chute. You can kind of see it behind me. And I'll show it to you. Out in front, we got Tanner and Lauren and those guys cruising up there. Great, but I got my crampons on, my micro spikes, doing a good job keeping my traction. So yeah, just kind of working my way up. Right on. Can't get this experience anywhere else. Mount Whitney. Okay, we are still on our way up to trail camp. We've got probably another 1/4 mile to go. We've made it here to Constellation Lake. This lake here is about 12,000 feet. So we're definitely huffing and puffing. We just hiked up 2 snowfields. So yeah, I mean, it's hard going. Definitely the altitude is really catching up to us, but we're taking it slow and steady, and definitely appreciating the views. I mean, just kind of pan around here. You can see the snow flowing into the lake here. Just a beautiful mountain bowl. A couple people camped out here. I think we're gonna keep going on. We're not gonna camp here at Constellation Lake, but it's definitely an option if it gets too crowded up at trail camp. So keep that in mind. Awesome. All right, it's 5 o'clock on the dot, and we finally made it up to trail camp. Trail camp here is about 12,000 some odd feet, and it's pretty awesome. There's these little terraces here where people have made little makeshift campsites. So we're gonna get a little flat spot in the sand here, pitch our tents, and is where we're gonna be for the night. You can see Callie down there, Tanner and Lauren, Mikey setting up camp. The rest of the guys will come up behind us. They're still down at Constellation Lake. But man, what a crazy view. That high peak right up there in the middle of the screen, I think that's the top of Whitney. And we are gonna be hiking up. The switchback's kind of here, up to that crest and then over. Man, it's gonna be cool. Right on. All right, it's dinner time up here at Mount Whitney. Everybody's pulled up in the loft.
Mac and cheese.
Right on. Ooh, let's take a look at that. A little bit of mac and cheese.
It's actually better with tuna, but it's not bad. It's actually really
That looks like barf with some
really good though.
almonds in there. Callie, what are we eating tonight?
We have a good old bag here of chicken teriyaki.
Ooh, chicken teriyaki. Waiting for that to soak up some water. Tanner and Lauren are cooking up something good. What are you eating?
Not a good mix.
Red beans and rice.
What's that?
Right on. Well, we got a pretty good view, I would say. Top of Mount Whitney over there.
Filter some water.
Our hike for tomorrow. Little lake going on. Cool, and Lone Pine way down that valley. Not a bad little loft.
These suck when they're not.
Right, dear? Hey.
It's gonna be great.
Peace. All right, it's about 5 a.m. on Saturday, July 22nd, and we are just getting up here at trail camp. We're getting ready to hike up to the top of Mount Whitney. So we got about a 4-mile hike ahead of us. As you can see, we're kind of starting in the dark here to make sure we have enough time and that we're hiking during the right part of the day. So we're going to be hiking under headlamp power for about 2 hours, and then hopefully by then the sun will be up. And we'll have a great hike at that point. So, good morning. All right, start of the 99 switchbacks. Or 100, or 110, whatever it is. Woo! Who's ready for a hike?
Yeah, let's do this.
Right on. Sun's about to rise. Cool. All right. Take a little pause here while I catch my breath. Show us, we got the whole crew doing the 99 switchbacks. You can see us kind of scattered up the hill as we make our way up to that ridge. Whew. Definitely gaining elevation quick. You can see down that way, I mean, it's probably 60-degree slope down to that snowfield. I mean, we are climbing quick. You can see trail camp down there where we came from. We ended up walking up the snowfield. Don't know if that was the best decision. We've heard that the switchbacks are pretty much cleared out, but we somehow got off the trail. So we had to walk up that snowfield and then kind of beeline it straight up the ridge there. Kind of straight towards me till we hooked up with the switchbacks. The snow was crusty, so those of us with micro spikes and trekking poles did okay going up, but it was a little hairy for those without the spikes. Definitely not going that way on the way down, as that snow gets more slushy. The sun's beating on us. It's not even 7 o'clock yet. It's already warming up, but we're doing great. 458 more switchbacks to go.
This is Tanner Bennett reporting live from the top of Trail Crest. We're at, what is this?
13,000 feet.
13,000 feet, just 1,500 more to go. Ain't no thing.
Right on.
All right.
It's about 7:30. Working our way up. So we're gonna go behind all these peaks and hike over to Whitney, which is behind all of them. Been a lot of progress from down in that valley. 99 switchbacks down. About 2 miles left to go. Party on.
Party on, Wayne.
All right, we're about 3/4 of a mile in on our way up to Whitney, which is that peak up there. So we're gonna hike our way along this ridge and zigzag our way up, climb up the spine up to the shack, bird's nest up the top. Right on.
All right, we made it to the top. All the way to the summit here at Mount Whitney. Go ahead and take a look around.
You see Lone Pine way out there in the distance. We hiked up that kind of second draw over there, all the way up and over. Whew. Lots of awesome folks made it to the top today. Right on. Beautiful blue sky. Whew. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, well, we spent about a half hour here at the top. We had lunch. Everybody's feeling pretty good, so I think we're going to turn back and head down before the altitude gets to us too bad. Wish we could stay up here forever. The weather is just beautiful. It's awesome. It's been a cool trip, so probably won't film too much on the way back because we're trying to hustle. But
We'll
yeah.
be singing Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Easy to make it down. All right. See you later.
All right, so here we are on Mount Whitney, and the boys have started glissading down the chute. We've already summited today, and the boys are taking the easy route down. Easy and scary, terrifying. But they're doing it. Sweet.
All right, we're on our way back down, and instead of taking the 100 switchbacks, Tanner and I decided to glissade down.
Yeah.
So we're sliding down the chute on our backsides. It's pretty awesome. This is our chute that we're going down about another 1,500 feet.
We already dropped so much elevation.
Woo! So much easier than walking. Got my trusty ice axe. Keeping me safe. Keep me anchored. Right on. I'm harnessing my inner Norwegian.
And here he goes.
All right, T-Bone.
All right, here we
Show us how it's done.
All right.
Woohoo!
Whoa, that was a big one. Yeah, Callie. Look at her go. Here comes Matt.
I'm glissading.
What are you doing?
I'm glissading.
Yeah, Matt.
Oh my god, my ass is so cold. How did you get down with this?
I'm riding a roller coaster in snow. Woo! Dork.
All right, good morning. It's Sunday, July 22nd. We had summited yesterday, and we hiked back down all the way to trail camp. About halfway through was the snow chute, where Tanner and I got to glissade down using our ice axes and slid down on our backsides. It was really awesome. The girls were a little more cautious, so they took the switchbacks down, which were totally clear, wide open. It was a good route for people that don't want to do the snow chute. We hung out at trail camp for about an hour while we had lunch and tried to relax, but it was really sunny, really exposed up there, and all of us were kind of feeling pretty icky from exertion and from the sun, so we decided to pack everything up and hike down another couple miles to Outpost Camp, which is where we are now. Beautiful place to camp. It's a nice little meadow here. We got a couple waterfalls, kind of giving us some white noise while we sleep. Some deer cruising around in the meadow. I mean, it's just totally beautiful. We all slept a lot better too, because we're only at about 10,000 feet here instead of 12 up at trail camp. So now we're just kind of getting ready, having our coffee, having our oatmeal, and getting ready to hike out. It was a totally awesome trip. We'll definitely do it again. Mount Whitney, you are awesome. Thank you. All right, so I thought I was done filming, but this warrants another take here. This is the breakfast that they have at the store at the Portal Trailhead. For about 10 bucks, you get a pancake the size of a manhole cover. You can add a beer onto that too if you want. Side of 3 giant eggs and an entire piece of ham also come with it. So if you're looking to feed an army or just yourself, this is a place to go. Right on.